Hey, grand rising and bright blessings to all of my paddle patrons. Welcome to October. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Mercury Day. Welcome to the second 2 numerological energy value and frequency day of the week. We've talked about that before. I'm going to pull one card for the entire collective, but we do have some very interesting things that are taking place in the astrology today. And so when I focus the zodiac energy, I think because of the nature of what it is, I'm going to use the frequency to assist you with what are the highest things that you could be asking for in your new month manifestation. I'm sure many of you guys have this, but if you haven't thought about something in these terms, it could be something that you want to look for. The reason is because we have a grand cross today with all of our cardinal signs. So that is Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. The changing of the season. We also have a couple of other interesting things that are taking place. But all of us deserve here at the beginning of the month to honor what it is that we're doing. Okay, universal card for everyone for this month. Sacred geometry. Protection. I talk about this, I teach this in classes. Your spiritual protection, your physical protection, your mental protection, your emotional protection, those are things that all of us need to be able to kick up a notch. Energy of 44, angelic protection, whoever it is that you're using within your pantheon, the month of October is going to be extremely critical for all of us to be able to use this. Safeguarding every aspect of your life. And so just make sure that if you are doing certain prayers and other manifestations, you might want to ask for a little bit of extra protection for yourself or for your family. I love doing those types of things. Use whatever tool it is that is important to you. Harm to none, right? As much as we possibly can. Do what you gotta do. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's the energy of it. Let's go ahead and jump into the astrology chart for the day, and then we'll go into each of the additional pieces that each sign could be using for their positive manifestations. Here we go. Okay, guys. Here is the grand square, the grand cross that you see here between the Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra signs. 6 total transits today. The big issue is that the moon is shifting officially out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. So there will be this void moon energy from like 11:33 p.m. till about 5 o'clock, 4:52 technically is what it looks like. So just be aware that when people are sensitive to moon sign changes, it's going to be stationing direct. And so when you have that naked moon or that void moon energy, you can do some beautiful things with it because you're not being influenced emotionally. So I'm just going to put that out there for those people that know what I'm talking about. However, the other things that showed up this morning, first thing was the fact that the Jupiter in Cancer is actually having its own opposition with that moon in Capricorn currently. So that is pushing the narrative against stability, responsibility, against growth. So that's getting your attention today as part of that decision making that needs to take place. The other thing that is notable is right when we go through the void moon, that means that the moon at that point in concert with what's going on with Papa Saturn is actually opening itself up because it is having a personal sextile. So you can do a little bit more meditation or get down to business on your lunch break perhaps. Then at 4:51, the moon itself is going to have a trine with Neptune, which is gorgeous. So the energy at that moment will be the expansion of what it is that you would like to be able to go into, being confident in utilizing your disciplines, your wishes, your wants, and the things of that nature, especially if you're trying to learn and you're tuning into yourself. There's positive energy that shows up there. Pisces are going to have a good afternoon. And then we will experience at 4:59 p.m. the official stationing of the square of Mercury hanging out here in Libra with that Jupiter in Cancer. So the communication should have shown up to you by about 4 or 5 o'clock, depending upon which coast you happen to be on, so that you know which direction to go into if you're waiting for details. Of course, when the moon officially shifts into Aquarius, it is having a super sexy trine with one of its rulers, which is Uranus in Gemini. Communication will be improved, especially for our Aquarius that are out there. And then the last transit, 6:30 this evening, give or take a minute or two, is where we have a conjunction between the moon in Aquarius, because it will have shifted then, and then the Pluto in Aquarius. Kissy face like this. Okay, so those are the transits of the day. Having had said that, we still do have this grand trine with the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and that is still includes that kite formation that we've been talking about. That grand trine is going to be with us for the majority of the month, and so all air signs need to jump on it. It improves communication, or at least the way that people are going to communicate. In the respect of this being the beginning of the month, in general, make sure that you're doing everything that you need to be able to do. If you are interested in a personal session, healing, or any of the other things that I do, including the astrology to support you, make sure that you are going up here, down here, clicking on the buttons that will take you to the web of my site. It's the only place that you can book a personal session with me. However, the best opportunity for these astral signs today, Aries, this is going to be a really strong day for you to realize who needs to sort of roll out, homie. You need to replace this person, this situation with somebody that's better. Be okay with doing that. Okay, so your manifestation could include helping you be protected from people that shouldn't be in your space. Taurus, yours is going to be assisting you with your manifestations very much. You're going to get the benefit of what Mama Venus is doing here, especially as she is getting ready to go into your sister sign, Libra, little sister, I call it. It's going to be about the commitments. You are looking for the safety and the security of your new commitments that are coming in. What it is that you are going to use your whole ass for, not your half ass, your whole ass. If you happen to be a Gemini, this is a super sexy day for you to increase the safeguards around your actual partnerships, whether it's business, professional, whatever the case may be. This is a good day for that anyway, but securing that for yourself is going to be really, really good. Cancerians, especially if you're a business owner or you work from home. Little extra emphasis on those. It is going to be the continued stability of what that space looks like for you. You're already in it. Just continue to fortify that a little bit more. Leos, literally what you should be ensuring that you are calling in, if you haven't thought about it, is protections from legal situations, paperwork, contracts, all of those different types of things as you are getting ready to also move forward. Justified situations. Only put me in the situation if this is for my highest and best good, but it will include some legal and some changing of paperworks and contracts for many of you. Virgo, this is a sexy day for you guys. It really is. Even though your ruler here, Mercury, is having a square, the opposition that's coming in with the Venus across the Pisces energy is actually blessed for you today because Venus loves Pisces. And so the energy today is allowing the pieces of manifestations that have already started to show up, the evidence of them, the process that you can see, being comfortable with that and then replacing it with something different. So ensuring that you're asking for swift resolution to all of the things being safeguarded, including the people that are working with you and bringing you what it is that you need and want. Libras. Okay, so we do know that obviously this is your month. However, this is going to be one of the days that is increasing your awareness of personal stability, financial autonomy. And so you want to safeguard those protections for yourself for sure, for the remainder of the month, but you're going to see the evidence of what doesn't fit that narrative for you. Scorpio. Okay, a lot of stuff going on. Similar to Aries in one sense, in that you have to be aware that something doesn't fit the mold and you have to be willing to pull energy back in one area or another. That is going to be sort of the best thing for you for the remainder of the month, is ensuring that you are only stepping in it if it means all T's are crossed and I's are dotted. If it doesn't fit that mold, we don't do it. If you are a Sagittarius, this is going to be an increasing protection day for you, but also mindful and caring activity for what it is that you are doing for yourself. Okay, making sure that it fits the mold of your heart space. Now, if you are a Capricornius, you already have begun to see the beginnings of the manifestations. You need to ensure that you're trusting your actual gut and intuition for the remainder of the month. Spiritual hygiene, all the different protections, those things that you need to do to keep clear and cognizant. That's what you need to be able to focus on, not only today, but boost that. Aquarius, your new money, your new wishes, your new stability, this wheel turning in your favor fortify that. That's all I got to say about that. And Pisces, this is about you ensuring that you are making the best decisions for your energy and your health, not only today, but for the remainder of the month. Many blessings.